This is Gabriel Galarza, and I'm doing my test replacement, my grade replacement for test number 2 with question 4814. And the question is, we have f of x equals 1/4 times x minus square root of x within the bounds of 0 to 9. So here in this graph, we're going to go ahead and just start off by, it's not as straight as I can make it, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, this is -1, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so here's our graph. It's not that good, but it's a graph. And we're going to go over here, and we have to start off by finding our critical points. To do that, we have to find the derivative of the original equation. So f of x, derivative of this, we're going to go ahead and get 1/4 minus 1/2 square root of x. And then here we find that at 0, x is undefined, so x cannot equal 0. And at 4, x equals 0. So yes, we do solve for 0. Here, 1/4. And we solve for 0. And x, so our CPs, which are critical points, our x cannot equal to 0, and when x equals 4. So those are our critical points, and we're going to go ahead and make a number line. 0, 4. So after plugging in a number like, let's say 9, into the derivative, we're going to go ahead and realize that the answer is greater than 0, so the graph is increasing at this point. And then we go over here on this side, find a number that is in between 0 and 4, and once we do that, our answer will become negative. So because it becomes negative, we know that it is decreasing at that point. And behind 0, the graph is pretty much undefined, so we can't do it there. So here in our graph from 0 to 4, because our graph is in the limits of 0 to 9, we don't have to go anywhere beyond this point. So our critical point here is 4, so we plug 4 in to the original equation, and we get -1. We get -1, so at 4, -1 over here, we're going to go ahead and line it up and put our point here. Now, because this is decreasing and over here is increasing, we know that when x equals 4, f of x, or x equals 4, when x equals 4, the coordinate will be 4, -1, and this will be our minimum point, local min, or absolute min at this. So we're going to be going down, connecting, and then we continue to increase up. So that is our graph. That's our min, and that is how we make a very rough sketch of f of x equals 1/4 x minus square root of x.